Guys, so we have multiple breaking news coming out. We're going to start with this one first. The US President and the Speaker sound alarm on Jeffrey Files bill. Speaker Johnson said he's deeply disappointed the Senate passed the Jeffrey Files bill without revisions and confirmed he spoke with the president tonight, saying we both have concerns. Alright, so we're going to get to all this news here, guys. And we do have some more breaking news. Something is going down tonight. NATO scrambles massive air armada over Poland as Russia pounds Ukraine. So Ukraine is getting hit right now at the same time. NATO is on high alert. Alright, guys, before I start, for those of you that want to send us letters or prayer requests, you can send it to me, US Santiago, or my wife, Jessica Santiago, at 3432 US Highway 19, number 2, Holiday, Florida, 34691. And for those of you that want to support the channel, we do have the Cash App link and a PayPal link in the comments box and also the description box. Once again, thank you so much for your support. So I just got home, long day at work, And you guys already know I post my late night video, and this is like all breaking news in one video. All right, so this one here is very important, guys. You have multiple states sounding the alarm. Washington man severely ill with unpredictable pestilence never before seen in humans. Well, Jesus said there would be pestilence in various places, and you can't outbeat this. Man is going to come out with all these ideas of remedy, but scripture tells us, Jesus tells us, there will be pestilence in various places, and it's going to happen. There's going to be great pestilence, great famine, great earthquakes, and great wars. You can't stop what's coming. It's Bible prophecy. All right, so we're going to get to all this here, guys. I do have a lot more information, so we're going to get to all these breaking news. Once again, we got some stuff going on right now. Man, so the Holy Land strikes Palace, camp in Lebanon. All right, so let's go to the very beginning. I got a lot more, guys, but let's go to the very beginning. Once again, we do have Speaker Johnson. Whoops. He's very concerned. He is very concerned. He is sounding the alarm with this Jeffrey bill, and you could tell from his expression, it's just very concerning. Once again, the U.S. President and the Speaker sound alarm on Jeffrey Files' bill. Speaker Johnson said he's deeply disappointed the Senate passed the Jeffrey Files bill without revisions and confirmed he spoke with the U.S. President tonight, saying we both have concerns. The bill fast-tracked through Congress now heads to President's desk, where the final decision could hinge on those shared concerns over privacy and scope. All right. So once again, that's the latest update. Let's see what's going on with NATO, right? So they are on really, really extreme high alert. Poland just turned into NATO's biggest air show, but nobody's selling tickets. The sky over eastern Poland are absolutely packed with Allied metal as Russia launches another drone and missile tantrum against Ukraine. The aerial party list: NATO E-3A Sentry circling like a very expensive hawk, Dutch tanker playing gas station in the sky, Polish Saab 340 racing towards Belarus border, and a Spanish A400M hauling fuel from Lithuania. Once again, Polish armed forces confirm our air defenses at maximum readiness, while fighter jets flood the airspace. Apparently, Russia's idea of fun involves testing exactly how many NATO jets can fit over Poland simultaneously? The answer, a lot. Look at this picture here, guys. Got a lot of birds in the sky. So it's in the eastern part of Poland. Meanwhile, you got Ukraine are getting hammered tonight. When I say hammered, they're getting hit by Russia. All right, give me a second here, guys. We have breaking news coming out. So let me just bring this one up really quick here. This is happening right now, so emerging, officials responding to a reported gas leak explosion at apartment building near Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia. Injuries reported. Oh man. Sending prayers to a lot of people out there. Please be safe. Breaking news. Breaking news. This is good news here. This is a very good news. So you have Baltazar Tom has announced that the Trump administration has located 30,000 young ones who were missing in the U.S. under Joe, the former leader. Wow, that's good news. That is absolutely good news. Remember, guys, under Joe, there was like, I think 500,000 young ones ended up missing under Joe. You guys already know Joe left the doors open and millions came in. And at the same time, 400,000 young ones just disappeared. A lot of these young ones, well, they come to, they are basically taken from their loved ones. A lot of them are brought here and put them to work, again, underground stuff, and just hidden from the public eyes. There's a video of it. There's a movie of it that recently came out. I think it's from Angel Studio Works. It's a video. It's a movie. It's a very powerful movie about this young kid, I guess from Mexico, and his dad sent him to the U.S., but someone picked him up and took him to the U.S. And this person, well, he basically take young ones and bring them to the Sleeping Giant with a passport and sells them to Americans. And they use these young ones to put them to work. All right. You guys seen what happened in California, right? When Donald sent the National Guards and ICE, they found all the young ones. Most of the young ones were out there in the farm and cannibal farm stuff, marijuana and stuff like that. It's just mind-blowing. It's like, slavery still exists. And it's happening in the Sleeping Giant. It's very sad. So 30,000 young ones have been rescued. And again, a lot of people might not like Donald, but Donald administration just saved and found 30,000 young ones. You have to give credit to Donald for that one there. You have to give credit to Baltazar Tom. Again, like I said, I know a lot of people don't like Donald or the cabinet, but they did found those 30,000 young ones, and those 30,000 young ones will reunite with their families and loved ones. All right, breaking news here, guys. The bill for release of Jeffrey files gives U.S. Attorney General Pam Bondi the authority to withhold or redact material that can endanger national security or jeopardize federal investigation. Here's the thing, guys, and I said this earlier. The only one that should be protected are the victims and the whistleblower. That's it. Just protect them. Don't release their names. Protect them. But those that did harm and went to the island and did those stuff to the innocent, yeah, put out their names. Put the picture and everything out there. Don't protect them. Don't protect them. Now, I heard that Donald's son-in-law, Kushner, in 2013, he invited Jeffrey to a dinner or something like that. That's crazy. There's a possibility maybe Kushner was possibly out there in the island. Who knows? I'm not saying he was there, but it's kind of strange that 2013 he was buddy with Jeffrey. All right, guys, let's go with this news here. Let's see what's going on with this pestilence. All right, let's see what's going on with this pestilence. Truly apologize about some of these advertisements. All right, so in a startling first, a Washington state man has been infected with a strain of the bird stuff, the pestilence, previously only detected in animals and never before in humans. The severely pestilent man was hospitalized with a high fever, confusion, and respiratory distress earlier this month, and confirmed to have the H5, you know what, of avian influenza carried by wild birds like ducks and geese. Man. The Washington State Department, I'm going to skip certain names, described the unidentified patient as being older and having underlying conditions. Now, the agency noted that the man has a mixed backyard flock of the domestic poultry at his home in Grays Harbor County at the southwest Pacific coast of the state. So that's where you got it from. It says here, wild birds could also access the property, with agency officials believing that either set of birds is most likely the source of the pestilence exposure. Now, the men remain hospitalized as of last week while the investigation continues. We're about to see possibly a 2.0 2020 lockdown. Hopefully not, guys. But man, that was a really bad year. That was terrible. Good gosh. I mean, they made that thing look like the end of the world. I mean, man. 6-foot distancing. But meanwhile, they had the strip clubs and a 7-Eleven still open. And 6-foot distancing, but we were still exchanging dollars and coins. You guys know dollars and coins is, it goes all over the world. I mean, it's filled with germs and stuff like that. And then they want to shut down the church. But again, like I said, 7-Eleven, the strip club, and, all those other places were still open. John MacArthur said, I closed my church because I, obeyed the gov. But since you guys are not going after this place, 7-Eleven and strip club, I will open my church back up again. Rest in peace to John MacArthur. Truly miss his teaching. And rest in peace to Voddie Baucham. The two very, very, amazing pastors have passed away this year. It just is mind blowing that John MacArthur and Voddie Baucham, basically they're my favorites. The Lord had called them. There's many good pastors out there too, guys. But again, it's just amazing that the Father in heaven has called two of the greatest pastors that has preached the gospel. All right, so it says here the risk to the public is low, according to Washington expert officials, all right, and other agencies. No one else has tested positive for this pestilence. There's no evidence of person-to-person spread, though experts have acknowledged that viral evolution can be unpredictable. H5N1 is more common in the U.S., but still rare. The difference between the two strains is a protein on the pestilence surface. H5, you know what, has persisted here since 2022, infecting wild birds, domestic poultry, dairy cattle, and even occasionally humans. All right. So it's not a catastrophic, going wild 2020 stuff. It's not crazy like that. But remember, guys, the Bible says that there will be pestilence, very strong pestilence in various places. Give me a second here, guys. Give me 1 second. It's going down tonight. Jeez. Ooh. 2 minutes ago. As Russia once again hammers Ukraine tonight with dozens of ballistic and cruise missiles alongside hundreds of strike drones, both U.S. Secretary of the Army Dan and Army Chief of Staff General Randy are in the Ukrainian capital of Kiev, expecting to meet Wednesday with Zelensky. Man, it's going down tonight. Wow. Okay, so no wonder Poland is on high alert. What's going on here? There's a Northern? What's going on here? Lublin Airport in eastern Poland has been closed to arriving and departing flights due to unplanned military activity related to ensuring state security. I just mentioned Poland is on high alert. Again, you see Ukraine, they're getting hit. So the airport has also been closed due to unplanned military activity. Well, again, because, they want to make sure some of those Russian drones does not land in Poland territory. Yeah, this is the one that I showed you earlier today. I think Lithuania is heading south in the direction of Poland. So I'm just going to skip this one here. We got something going on right now. The operational command of the Polish Armed Forces reports the scramble of aircraft with Polish and Allied air forces over Poland in response to an ongoing drone and missile strike by Russia against targets on the territory of Ukraine. NATO fighter jets and an early warning aircraft have been scrambled, and ground-based air defense system, as well as radio detection and ranging reconnaissance system, have been raised to a state of maximum readiness across Poland. Man, things are really going down tonight, guys. Someone said the entire Ukraine is under red alert. Wow. Like I said, Poland is on high alert, one of a NATO member. All right. So let me just refresh the page here really quick. See if there's any more updates. Once again, guys, again, this is the latest updates when it comes to the Jeffrey file. So Speaker Johnson says he is deeply disappointed that the Jeffrey bill, cleared both the House and the Senate without the amendment he insisted were necessary. All right, let me take you really quick here to USGS and see if there's any earthquake going on in various places around the world. So far, nothing. Yeah, there's nothing. I'm just going to get out of this. Guys, for the first time since 2015, there hasn't been no hurricane landing in the U.S. That's for the first time in 10 years. Amazing. Amazing. Alright, guys. I'm looking for some more news, and it seems like it's pretty slow tonight, which is a good thing. Uh-oh. Kushner invited Jeffrey to party with Donald and others in 2013. Let's see what's going on here. Kushner has been very quiet. Extremely quiet. He's the one that's doing all that Abraham Accord stuff. So, Donald's son-in-law, Kushner, invited the late Mr. Jeffrey to a 2013 party with his father-in-law and others, according to emails released by the House Oversight Committee. In a March 2013 email sent to Jeffrey, who by that point had already served a 13-month prison sentence for, you know what, crime. It says here, invited the Jeffrey to a star-studded 25th anniversary event set to honor New York City best and brightest. Dear Mr. Jeffrey, Kushner, New York youngest powerhouse publisher, is celebrating the 25th anniversary of New York Observer on Thursday, March 14. Mayor Bloomberg will be by his side to toast you all. Once again, the Observer is honoring those who have defined and shaped New York since 1987. They are celebrating the city's best, brightest, and most influential in culture, media, and finance. The salmon pink pages are revealed among New York elites as the preeminent voice on power. The celebration is going to be one of the quintessential New York nights. We are looking forward to seeing you. XOXO. Really? All right, so once again, Peggy. All right, so the email ended with an invitation which stated that Kushner, publisher, and Mayor, CEO, Connolly invite you to join them at the New York Observer. The invitation also included a guest list, which included Donald and his daughter Ivanka, and you had others too, who is currently serving a 16-year prison sentence for, I can't say that word. Once again, Mr. Harvey, then wife, former NBC News host, Matt, who was fired in 2017 after being accused of inappropriate behavior in the workplace. Man, what's wrong with these people, man? Scary world. It's a scary world. All right. So that's the latest information. Give me a second here. Hmm. What in the blue is going on here? I've seen this picture before. I've seen this picture before. I talked about this last year. I think it's that strange anomaly. I don't know, somewhere out there near the continent of Africa. Give me a second here. NASA says Earth's biggest magnetic weak zone is expanding, and at the same time, we are seeing strange sky patterns, tech glitches, animals misaligning, and people reporting ringing ears and sudden fatigue. Not saying it's all connected, but the timing is hard to ignore. Well, the Bible said there would be some things to come. Hmm. All right, so it seems like this is all of it for tonight, guys. I'm not seeing anything else. But other than that, I mean, when it comes to the pestilence, I wouldn't worry about that. I wouldn't worry about that pestilence, the H5N5, something like that. I wouldn't worry about that. Again, you could just leave that under the rug. It's not human to human transmission, stuff like that. Also, guys, I did post this over at my second channel, the Real GS News. There's been reports that the person that won the mayor election for New York, well, he just posted another video. He's asking for more donations. So again, he just raised $1 million, and he just reached that goal, right? And now he put another video saying, "Hey, we need people to donate more. We need to gain $4 million. The $1 million was great. Let's go for four." Right? Again, there you go. People want to go for those, social lips. You know what? Again, there you go. All right, guys. I think I'm going to end it here. But once again, things are going down right now in NATO. I can't, no, not NATO, excuse me, Ukraine. I can hear NATO military planes near the border with Ukraine. Situation going down right now. All right, guys. I guess I'm gonna end it here. Give me a second. I might use it as a thumbnail. Yeah, so I think I'm gonna end it here. But thank you so much for watching, guys. Once again, check out the videos I posted today. The links will be in the comments box. Make sure you subscribe to my other channel, The Real GS News and Prepper Watch News. All the links to my channel will be in the description box. Have a good night, guys. God bless you all. Like, subscribe, and share. Till next time later. Peace.